Hi, ladies. I just wanted to make a quick video. Well, it's probably not going to be too quick about the compensation plan. Um, Unfortunately, the periscope of my class from convention did not get saved. So I'm having to try and recreate it right now through this video. So I'll try to recreate it as best I can. Just a warning, my husband is home, and so he'll be leaving for work soon, and so you'll probably see him. He'll probably say hi. I'm in a different area of my house right now because if you watched some of my videos, I've talked about how I have to like pile up pillows and set things up in order to get the camera in the right place. And so right now I just decided to put my computer on my coffee table and sit on the floor. So my back kind of hurts right now, sitting on the floor. But so that's where I am. I'm sitting on the floor talking to you. So we're going to talk compensation plan. I'm just going to recreate what I said, except that I don't have, I'm not really sure of how to get you guys to be able to see the slides. So I'm going to talk, and then I will show you the slide that went with it, and we'll just try to make this as best we can. We are going to discuss understanding and embracing the compensation plan. My name is Tammy DeWitt. At each of my classes, I jokingly said, also known as Sherry Brown's sponsor. That got some yells. I'm not sure who Sherry Brown is that's so famous that everybody gets so excited. Oh, that's right, Sherry Brown, my best friend. Yeah, just kidding. Well, she is, but I'm just being silly. Tammy DeWitt, I'm a Black Status presenter. I currently live in Hawaii. My husband is in the Army, and we are stationed here. We've been here for 3 years. We are getting ready to move to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. So that's going to be an adjustment for us going from Hawaii to Kansas, but it was an adjustment for us leaving from Washington and going to Hawaii. So we just roll with the flow and make it an adventure no matter where we go. So, my husband is in the Army. We have 2 beautiful kids, Ansley, who is 9, and Rylan, who is 6. And they are my world. They're my little redheads. If you're my friend on Facebook, you've seen pictures of my little redheads. I just got done doing my makeup, and I'm just noticing, is it just me, or are my eyebrows not even? Oh, well, they always say your eyebrows should be sisters, but not twin, or no, is it cousins, but not twins? Something like that. So I guess if they're not exactly the same, it's okay. Anyways, okay. So that's a little bit about me. I have been with Younique for almost 2.5 years. I started because I wanted to try the mascara. I come from a cosmetics background, working for a department store cosmetics company for a long time, and I just saw this amazing mascara and wanted to give it a try. So that's what got me started. I was a total kidnapper. I didn't think that I would ever do anything like this. I've never done direct sales before. So I bought the kit just for the kit. And after I tried the mascara, I decided to go ahead and do a launch party. Since it was all online, I figured, there's nothing to lose, may as well try it. So I got some support from my friends and family, and just decided, it just kind of kept rolling from there. Started a launch party, and it did halfway well. I mean, it did pretty well for the time. Long time ago, not very many people knew what Younique was. And it just kind of went from there, and it's just snowballed into this incredible thing that it is now. And Younique has given me back my sense of self that I had lost. It's given me self-esteem. It's made me a proud person to be involved with this company and this mission. It's just changed my life in so many ways other than just financially. It's just emotionally, the sisterhood and the way we rally together. It's just an amazing company to be involved with. So now that you know a little bit about me, I will get started on our compensation plan. So we're going to go over the progression requirements and compensation. of our compensation plan. As you all know, our levels are by color. So we start out as a white level presenter and work our way, whatever your level of success is, but black is the top of the compensation plan. White and yellow are entry level presenters. Pink and blue are exemplary presenters. Green and orange are elites. That's when you hit leadership status. Oh, and there's my cat. One of the cats. She's the crazy cat. She's going to knock over my soda. I should get that real quick. Because she's crazy. Literally. She's not even full grown yet. I think she's about 11 months old. And she will run through this house like crazy cat. She's just great. She's so cute though. Okay, green and orange is elite. That's when you hit leadership level. Exclusive is purple and black. Okay, I just said all this. It's kind of funny to not be looking at the slides as I'm talking. So, status requirements. For white, and we'll get into these a little bit deeper, but for white, you need to maintain $125 in a rolling 3-month period. Yellow is $1,000 in total PRS, and that's when you hit yellow. And then pink through black, you have to hit every month. Pink and blue, your minimum PRS is $250. Green through black, your minimum PRS for that month is $500. And then once you hit pink and you have a success line, you start to hit pink. You have to have a success line. Start to have a success line, and you and your team, your company, have to hit $2,000 in company wholesale dollars. Blue is $4,000 in company wholesale dollars. Green is $10,000 in company wholesale dollars. Orange is $20,000 in company wholesale dollars. Purple is $40,000 in company wholesale dollars, and black is $80,000 in company wholesale dollars. Now, wholesale dollars is 75% of retail. So if something cost $100, $75 of that would go towards your company wholesale dollars. That 25% is the commission that they've paid you. They just automatically assume they pay out a 25% commission. So then wholesale is 75%. Once you are going for pink, you have to have, my goodness, my cat is being crazy. You have to have qualified first level presenters. And a qualified first level presenter is a presenter in your direct front line. Those are people that you've personally sponsored or people that have rolled up to you because somebody has gone inactive. To be a active presenter for that month, they have to have sold $125 in that specific month. And that will make them a first line, a qualified first level presenter. $125 in a specific month, one of your first line people, personally sponsored or those that have rolled up to you. Then to hit green through black, you have to have circle wholesales. And we're going to go into this in a little bit about what the difference is between circle and company. But for green, you have to have $2,000 in circle wholesales. Orange, you need $4,000 in circle wholesales. Purple, you need $6,000 in circle wholesales. And black, you need $10,000 in circle wholesales. Then once we go to orange, on top of everything else, you also have to have a first generation elite. So for orange, you need 1, for purple, you need 2, and for black, you need 4. And we'll go into that a little bit more in just a couple minutes about what exactly it means to be a first generation elite. Okay, so we are going to discuss a little more in detail about the different status. So a white status presenter is a presenter that has just joined the company, or somebody that is keeping a minimum of $125 in a rolling 3-month period. So a rolling 3-month period goes like this. So you have January, February, March. January you sold $50, February you sold $50, and March you sold $25. See how that's 125. Now it's April, so January rolls off. So now you have February, March, April. February was $50, March was $25. So now you're going to notice in your 3-month PRS column that it says $75. That will be when you get the message that says you're in danger of going inactive at the end of the month, because it's showing that you only have $75 in your 3-month PRS. So what do you need in April to stay active? You need $50. You need to sell a minimum of $50 in April to stay active. So that's, and then May happens, and February rolls away, and then you're dealing with March, April, May. See how it's a rolling 3-month? All right. So yellow status. This is very awkward. I hope that it's not too awkward for you guys. Yellow status presenter. Yellow is the only color status that you can take forever to reach. This can take you a day, 3 days, 6 weeks, 10 years. However long it takes you to hit yellow is however long it takes you to hit yellow. This is the only one that once you hit it, you never go backwards. So once you hit yellow, you will never go back to being white status again. But the other levels, pink through black, all start back at yellow at the beginning of every month. So yellow is the only status that stays with you once you hit it forever. So then we've got a pink level. As we talked about, a pink level, you have to have $250 in personal retail sales, 1 qualified first level presenter, and $2,000 in company wholesale sales. A blue status presenter, you also need $250 in monthly PRS, 2 qualified first level presenters, $4,000 in company wholesale dollars. Elite, green, this is when you become a leader. You need $500 in monthly PRS, 3 qualified first level presenters, $10,000 in company wholesale sales, $2,000 in circle wholesale sales. And we'll get into the difference between company and circle here in a minute. Elite Orange, you need $500 in monthly PRS, 3 qualified first level presenters, $20,000 in company wholesale sales, $4,000 in circle wholesale sales, and 1 first generation elite. Purple, you need $500 in monthly PRS, 4 qualified first level presenters, $40,000 in company wholesale sales, $6,000 in circle wholesale sales, 2 first generation elites. And for exclusive black status, you need $500 in monthly PRS, 4 qualified first level presenters, $80,000 in your company wholesale sales, $10,000 in your circle wholesale sales, and 4 first generation elites. Now we're going to talk about royalties. Royalties is exciting because that's getting paid. That's the money that you're making. So when you start out as a white level presenter, you make 20%. My legs are falling asleep from sitting on the floor. Yes, they are. So I'm just going to turn this way and wiggle them out a little bit. So, white level presenter, you start out making 20% on your personal sales. Once you've hit yellow, you go up, you get a raise. You make 25% on your personal sales. Now, when you hit pink is when you start to make residual income on your downline. So, as a pink level presenter, you make 25% on your personal sales and 3% on your company, your circle. We'll talk about that in just a second, how that differs. As a blue status presenter, you make 4% on your circle. Green is 5% on your circle, and then that goes all the way through black, and then black is 6% on your circle. So, let's talk about a circle. A circle, let's start backwards a little bit. A company, hello kitten. Company is everybody, you and everybody in your success line. So that's you, all the people you have sponsored, all the people they have sponsored, and on and on and on and on. So a company is you and everybody. Regardless of their level, regardless of their status, whatever, it's you and everybody in your downline. A circle happens because once somebody in your downline turns green or above, and they hit elite status. I'm trying to get this so that the light, let's see. Oh, there we go, sorry. Okay, so a circle happens when you have somebody break off. Once you have somebody in your downline hit green status or above, they are now your first generation elite, and they and their circle break away from your company. So once all of your elites have broken off from your company, here comes my husband. I told you you'd see him. You want to say hi?
Yeah, sure.
Make it quick. We've got to make it.
Hello.
There he is. Okay, so once your elites have broken off, everybody that is left is your circle. So let's see that graph or that picture again. Hold on, we gotta find it. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. So in this, you see that the middle, it's a black status presenter, so they have 4 first-generation elites. That purple, see, I would have a little pointer in the class. So that purple, that orange, and that, oh my goodness, and that green right there are her 4 first-generation elites. So they have all broken off from her company. Everybody that's within that circle, see everybody in that circle? That is her circle. Everybody is her company. Just the people left after her elites have broken off, that is her circle. Okay, does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, leave me a comment down in the comments, and I'll answer your questions. Okay, so once you hit green, you start to make on your first generation. So at green, you make 3%. Actually, green through black, you make 3% on your first generation. My husband just kissed me goodbye. Goodbye. He's like walking around the side, like the edges of, he doesn't want to be back in the video. It's very kind of funny. Okay, so green through black, you make 3% on your first generation elites. You make, once you hit orange, you make 4%, orange through black, 4% on your second generation. And, and black is where you get the little bonus, and you make 5% on your third generation. And I have another picture to show you to help explain that. So a breakaway is an elite status that breaks away from her upline's circle. So remember that black status and those purples, that green, that orange, those are her elites. Those are that black status presenter's elites. They break away. Everybody that's left is the circle. So I just want to show you this one real quick, because see how that green that is circled, there is a blue between that black and that green. This was a situation that Sherry and I did not realize until we were already black status presenters. Your first generation elites do not have to be part of your first level presenters. Your first generation elite is just the first elite in that leg of your company to hit elite. So in this situation, whoa, hold on. Let's get this back. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so in this situation, that green that is circled would be that black status presenter's first generation elite. The blue that is in between the black and the green would be what? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, that's right. You guys can't talk to me back right now. That blue would be part of the black presenter's circle. Part of that black level presenter's circle. Because she is not part of that green's downline. Does that make sense? So this green and her circle have now broken off from the black and the green. Oh my gosh. Please hold while I gather my thoughts. That green and her circle have now broken off from that black level presenter, but that blue is still there, and she is still part of that black level presenter's circle. Does this make sense? leave me a question in the comments if you have questions. This is where the Periscope would have been really nice because a lot of people did have questions and I was able to answer them right there immediately, and so it was very helpful to be able to have the conversation. Okay. Oh, please hold. Okay. We have black status. Whoa, wait a minute. We went too far. We have black status presenter. This little orangey over here is one of her first generation elites. Now this green has broken off from that orange. So what do we think we would call this green and her circle? Anybody? That would be the black level presenter's second generation. So the orange and her circle are the first generation. The green and her circle are the second generation. How would the green and her circle relate to the orange and her circle? The green and her circle would be the orange's first generation. Do we see how that makes sense? Oh my gosh. Okay, one more. This is just showing you generations. So now we have the black status presenter with her orange and her circle, which is her first generation. The green that sprouted off of the orange and her circle, that would be the black's second generation. And now we have that second green and her circle circled. What would that be to the black status presenter? Her third generation. So the orange in her circle, first generation. Then the green is her second generation, and the second green is her third generation. So to the orange status presenter, that first green group that's circled would be her first generation, and the second green group that is circled would be her second generation. Do you see how that works? Generations? I may have to come back and do a video just on generations, just to make sure we clarify. I really liked being able to answer questions because I know people had them. All right. These are the graphs that are in your back office. You can go look at these at any time. The one on the top is the one that lights up as you go through the month. You know, you hit that PRS and it lights up. You hit that first level presenter and it lights up. That's the one that lights up as the month goes on. The second one on the bottom is the percentages for the different levels of what percentage you're making. Okay, let's discuss paid as status versus recognized status for a second. Paid as status is the status that you have attained that month that you were paid as. So if it's January and I hit green, then I am paid as green. But say in February I had a little bit of a rough month and I only hit blue. So now I would be paid as blue, but I would always be recognized as green. You will always be recognized as the highest status that you reach. Even if you only hit it one time, that is going to be your recognized status. Make sense? Recognized versus paid as. Yes, makes sense. Good. Okay. Because I have 10% left on my computer and I have to pick up my children in about 25 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up. Okay. I'm just teasing anyways. We're almost done. Okay, these are the bonus levels once you hit black status. Bonus levels. So we've heard about the black status level 1s because we met them at conference. And black status level 1, you have hit black status 3 times, any 3 times. You have $1 million in just your first through third, your 3 generations, $1 million in company wholesales in just those 3 generations. And you have 8 elites. Sorry, I got sidetracked. 8 elites. So you hit black 3 times, you have $1 million in your 3 generations, and you have 8 elites, and you get a car bonus. This is my dog, by the way. That's Lucy. Say hi, Lulu. You get a car bonus. What's cool about the Younique car bonus is that they don't just give you the car that they want you to drive. You get to choose. You get to choose what you want. You get $750 each month that you qualify for this for your payment. So you can choose whatever vehicle or save the money, whatever works for you. So I know one of the black level ones bought an airplane. One of them bought a boat. One of them bought a monster truck, and one bought an Escalade. Those are the ones that I know. So black level 2, you have to hit black status 6 times consecutively, have $1 million in just your 4th generation. So $1 million in wholesale sales in just your 4th generation, and you have to have 8 exclusives, which are only purples and blacks. Nobody's hit this yet, but there are some that are getting super close, so I bet in the next couple months we see our first black status level 2. And for that, you get a vacation home bonus. So every month that you maintain those requirements, you get $5,000 towards your vacation home. It's pretty amazing. And black status level 3, 12 times consecutively, you've hit black status for a whole year consecutively. You are on the wall of influence, which, as we know, is there's only one, and that's Sherry Brown that's on the wall of influence right now. To be on the wall of influence, you have to have earned $83,000 in commission in one single month. And the reason for that weird number is if you were to add $83,000 times 12, so times a whole year, you would make $1 million in 1 year. A lot of companies call this the millionaire's wall, but Younique doesn't do things like other companies, so it is the wall of influence, which I think is awesome. So 12 times consecutive, hitting black status, be on the wall of influence, have 8 black status presenters in your 1st generation, and then you get, as your bonus, 1% of your 4th generation. And as we know from black status level 2, your 4th generation has a minimum of $1 million in it. So 1% of $1 million. $10,000 bonus. And yes, you can earn all 3 of these in a single month. You just have to have all the qualifications. That's a lot of bonus money sitting there waiting for you. Imagine what you do with all that. I don't know. Right now, I'm just trying to get to that black status level 1. Woo! I am trying. All right, so that's the end of my slides. Like I said, I'm sure that there are going to be some clarification questions about the circle versus company and the breakaways and generations, because there always are. And that's totally okay, because it is a little bit confusing until you really wrap your head around it. So if you have questions about any of the things that we've talked about, just leave them in the comments and I will answer and try to clarify as much as I can. I hope that this video was helpful. I wish that we'd been able to keep the periscope so that we could have seen the conversation going on after the class, but this will have to do, me sitting on the floor with my dog in my house. Here I am. Anyways, okay, I hope it's been helpful. Let me know, leave a comment, ask me questions. If you care to follow me on any social media, my name is Tammy, T-A-M-I, DeWitt, D-E-W-I-T-T, on Instagram and YouTube and Pinterest. I am Arctic Lashes, A-R-C-T-I-C Lashes, L-A-S-H-E-S. That's my screen name, so if you look up Arctic Lashes, you will probably find me. Here I am. So I look forward to talking to you guys soon, and have a good day.